On January 31st, SWAT teams and hazmat crews swarmed a Las Vegas home. What they found was shocking. A secret biological lab hidden in a garage, right in the middle of a neighborhood. This lab was tied to the same Chinese national who was arrested back in 2023 for operating an illegal biolab in Reedley, California. That's where authorities discovered deadly pathogens, Ebola, HIV, tuberculosis, malaria, and even genetically modified mice. Counterintelligence expert Casey Fleming says those two labs are just the beginning of something much more dangerous. He believes Chinese biowarfare is no longer some far-off threat.
The one in California was actually in a warehouse area, but this is in a residential home, so it's less likely to be discovered. But a whole assortment of very, very nasty viruses, very lethal viruses.
Was it just an uncommon discovery, or are there more of them out there?
You have to assume that there are more out there. The intended purpose is to kill Americans.
Fleming is the author of the book Red Tsunami. He contends the biolabs here in the U.S. are just one piece of a much bigger plan from the CCP.
27 years ago, the Chinese Communist Party said, we don't want to go up against the U.S. militarily. We want to do everything but that. So they redefined what war is. We think war is binary, and it involves our military, and that's not the way we can think anymore. This war is about every man, woman, and child being on the front lines to weaken the United States.
Unconventional warfare, not just bombs and bullets, mites, fungi, even viruses, targeting our crops with the goal to wipe out America's harvest. And there's more. Imagine another pandemic like COVID-19, but this time it starts right here in the U.S., not overseas.
The Chinese Communist Party is actually working on COVID-2 and COVID-3 and other very, very lethal viruses in the Wuhan lab. Now, these are a combination of, they've been stolen from U.S. labs, they've been stolen from Canadian labs.
Stolen pathogens brought into the United States undetected by the FBI and Homeland Security. What can we do to stop all this, Casey?
Number one, stop buying Chinese goods and services, period. And stop investing in companies who are doing business in China.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAHSHI'S, Rakah, Kodash, the blessed apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. Now, all of this feels, sound, and is fraudulent. What I mean by that is, all they're doing is basically the same thing they did before when they brought they brought in drugs the first time. And I'm not talking about just the Chinese, because all this stuff is just set up. So, long point short, Esau brought in drugs and put it in the communities, and we saw how this turned out. You mean to tell me that you think this ain't happening again throughout various other things that's already gonna happen, and now they got a guinea pig to pin this on? Now they bring in more diseases in, and you would know full well Esau has a hand in it. How else would it get here? Esau has the CDC. He's in control of it. I mean, if you listen to it, he basically admitted that they're working on the crown for 1 and 2 in the Wuhan lab, which is where the Crown 19 was originated from, which is owned by America, by the way. So the whole plan is to kind of produce, not kind of, their whole plan is to off a lot of people. They just have a reason to start war or continue a war and have guinea pigs for it. So he's saying, hey, stop buying their products and all this other stuff. But guess what? Also letting them in here doing business through buying these foods. I mean, through selling their wares, including their foods. So they mentioned the first time they found it in California back in 2023. This time it's actually in Las Vegas of January 31st. Now, he'll put in he it was sweet and simple. Stop buying all that stuff and all this other stuff. And people were like, yeah, let's stop doing all this and all that. Thing is, you got Psalms 55 and 21, where it says they speak smooth things, but war was in their heart. So their whole goal is to speak the good word, try to look out for the American best interests, meanwhile sparking that fire to not only incite war, but civil war as well. Because when during the Crown uh, season year, you had a lot of quote unquote Americans attacking them. The Chinese, blaming them for the stuff, and the whole time the people here doesn't even know that it was America that made it. It was America that brought it over all across the world to not only make money, but to, continue with the agenda, right? So there's a lot of pretty words in here that a lot of people would just fall for. So this is Matthew 24:6, and it says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So we are hearing the wars and rumors of wars. We keep hearing the war, back and forth between America and China, America against this place, America against this place. It's not far fetched to see that it's actually going to happen. What happens when you talk about it a lot? It eventually happens, just like prophecy. Prophecy, we'll talk about it a lot until it eventually happens. Now, China and America has been going back and forth for a while, especially when it came over to Taiwan. They've even threatened Japan if they get involved. And they have Russia's backing as far as China. So the inevitable is going to happen. But it's funny how Esau has a hand in all this stuff just because it makes profit and it sets up his status quo, right? This was just going to be a short video anyways, just going into this because now they're going to start having these biolabs in other states, which probably is pretty much in every state. You mean to tell me after a couple of years they just found the second one after just making the first one? There's definitely multiple ones going on. Again, Esau has all this stuff set up. He probably has a CIA that gives them locations that set up. So this is Micah 6:12. It says, "For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth." So you have Esau that sets up this stuff. Then you got guinea pigs like that guy talking, to smooth out and make sure they're the only that China is the only one to blame for. I mean, China makes a lot of stuff, so but America's involved with all that stuff. So the deceit, the people fall for the deceit every time. So they'll come up with something, get people riled up, and get people to target all their hatred onto the China. Meanwhile, still buying that food, of course. They can't let go of the egg fried rice or the egg shrimp and all this other stuff that they'll have. That's how niggas' mindsets work. They'll actually hate all this stuff, but then still go in the store and buy their products. That's still killing them. You can't tell me this ain't captivity. But yeah, that was just a short video I wanted to go into. So, little one, this is a little edifying with that. Shalom.